Hello, welcome to another episode of the Donut Shop Podcast. I am your host for this week, Dr. Al. With me, we have.
Mr. N, hello, welcome.
And Jorge, hey.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to introduce you guys. I have with me Mr. N.
Yo.
And Mr. Jorge.
Again, hi.
Thank you for joining us. I have not hosted in a while, as you can tell, so I'm a little rusty. But thank you for joining us. And we're going to have a nice, fun episodes. That being said, Mr. N has a new idea for icebreakers, so I'm going to hand it over to him.
Yeah, less of an icebreaker, more of a conversation point. I kind of stole this idea from another video I saw. I thought it was funny, so I thought it'd be interesting to discuss childhood crushes.
Now, when you say childhood crushes, do you mean like as in
like
girls
anybody? Anything. Well, mainly in media. So I'll throw an example. I had like the biggest childhood crush on the Pink Power Ranger growing up.
Okay.
That's an easy one, man.
I
think
it was like everybody's like crush at that point.
I'm trying to think.
I mean,
There's a couple.
The actors, animated, whatever. Like just stuff like that.
That's this is interesting because I thought about this before. I do have a lot of like celebrity crushes when I was younger that I liked. I'm trying to think of my favorite one. I'll let Mr. Jorge go first. I can't.
I'm letting you go so I can think, man.
I mean,
I'm drawing a blank.
Again, this is more of a conversation thing. So kind of just hop in whenever. Again, like I said, the Pink Kimberly from Power Rangers definitely was a big one.
Ooh,
she was gorgeous.
Yeah,
what's her name? Andromeda from Outer Space, the evil chick.
Andromeda.
I can't say.
From Power Rangers. Oh my god, she became the new Pink Ranger in Space. I think no, in Space, Lost Galaxy. What was her name?
I
remember.
She's the chick with the metal on her head at one point.
I remember her. Yeah, she was cute.
I've stopped watching PowerPoints after not PowerPoints. Power Rangers. I've stopped watching Power Rangers after like the original Rangers, ended or whatever.
Yeah.
But one person I really watched. I don't know. I forgot the name of the show. It was a very old show. It was something called Jessica Alba. I think Jessica Alba was the main character in that show. Hang on a second. I have to do some research.
I mean, Jessica Alba is gorgeous no matter what.
But I didn't before she was like really. Actually, and it was in Dark Angel. Do you guys ever remember that show?
Oh my God, Dark Angel. Wait, what? Was she the main girl, Dark Angel?
I think she was.
Holy crap! I didn't know she was the main character in Dark. Oh wow!
I never saw that.
I
was a big fan of Dark Angel.
Yeah, I was such a huge fan of that show, and if she was so gorgeous there, man. She was way younger at the time. She's still good looking as hell right now, but
she's 39. I think we're good.
It's in our range.
It's in our range. Okay, this one's pretty easy. Basically, almost every girl in Smallville.
Yes.
Oops. I feel like no, really,
not Lana.
You know, like what?
I didn't care for her character.
I had I mean, look, I like the whole next door neighbor girl, and she was hot, so it worked out for me.
Dude, you're just bringing back all these shows. Remember Dawson Creek?
Did you guys watch Dawson's Creek?
I didn't watch Dawson Creek.
That was not in my.
I didn't watch Dawson Creek.
Man, I'm sorry.
I watched Dawson Creek because I had a little sister and she liked it, and I like the show too. I'm not gonna lie. I'll admit it. Okay. I'm man enough to admit that I liked Dawson Creek when it was first out.
Oh man.
Anyways, what's her name? She's now married to who the hell is she married to? The Scientologist guy.
Is it?
Not Tom Hanks. What the hell is the dude's name? Why am I
blanking? Tom Cruise? Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, she was also a huge crush.
Oh, that's what's her name? She plays oh my God, I can't remember her name. That's Katie Holmes. There you go, Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So those were my like celebrity crushes back in the day, man.
I mean, Katie Holmes is still pretty hot. Let's be honest.
Cheers. Bringing back some deep memories,
Let's
man.
see. Oh god, what's did you guys watch One Tree Hill back in the day?
Yes,
I did not.
Did not?
I
Oh,
watched it.
Peyton, like the bad girl, Peyton. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she was sexy as hell, man.
Yeah.
Peyton's
I didn't watch these kind of shows, guys. I'm sorry.
See, I didn't have the luxury to have like cable TV.
I didn't either.
Neither did I.
So I watched my local channels, and my mom and my sister. You know, I was the only man in my my family at the time, so like they would constantly like. And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I'm man enough to admit it. I found those shows really interesting and well, and I fairly enjoyed all of them. To be honest.
Wait, weren't you the two that liked Twilight? Was it you two?
Twilight? No, I don't think.
No, who liked Twilight? Someone in our group liked Twilight.
I can't say I like Twilight.
I'll blame Carlos.
Someone in our group liked Twilight. Okay,
or Mike. That's up Mike's alley too.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of Twilight. No,
Hunger Games. I was forced. Yeah, Hunger Games was alright.
I like the first. I like the first two. The third book, I hated the third book. I never saw the movie.
I watched the movies. I read the books.
Yeah, I watched all the movies for Twilight, but the whole. Oh, you know what? It's a good other TV show that's really good. Vampire Diaries.
I heard really good things about that one.
I started watching that.
That show's pretty good.
And I think we fell off.
That's more recent, right?
Not even that recent. I think it's like 10-year-old show or something.
Yeah, it is pretty old, but it was really good for its time. That's what I really enjoyed over Twilight. Some of the way they handled like vampires and stuff like that was a lot better, I think.
Supernatural, too, if you like that kind of stuff.
I love Supernatural.
This kind of brings me back to I mean, I could probably come up with a different icebreaker next week anyways, but my icebreaker for the sake of conversation was going to be like, what's your favorite all-time show that you could always go back to? Like, for example, the reason I came up with that is because I just noticed that that 70 shows is getting taken away from Netflix December 7th. So not to say that 70 shows my favorite show, but it gave me the idea of like, what was my one show or sitcom that I could always go back to and constantly watch?
I think for me, maybe Scrubs. Before not kind of the last season, because the last season just went off the rails. But like the first 6 seasons, I think it was, were like A1 material.
Oof. I have a lot of shows I can fit that category. That 70 shows I feel like that 70 shows is a very easy marathon. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
How I Met Your Mother. I like How I Met Your Mother.
Nah. I don't really like How I Met Your Mother, to be honest.
I marathoned the crap out of Bones. When I first got Netflix and like all the seasons were on there, I spent a whole summer. I just sat and watched every single episode of Bones.
My favorite show is Breaking Bad, man.
You know what? I've never gone back to watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
I watched it one time through.
No, I've watched Breaking Bad at least 4 times, man. Such an amazing show.
Breaking Bad got ruined for me, so I never got around to it.
Oh, really?
Freaking yeah.
Okay. For those who haven't seen Breaking Bad, potential spoilers, you might want to skip next 5 minutes. We were watching Godzilla, and Bryan Cranston was in Godzilla, and it was advertised as him being the main character. In the first act, Bryan Cranston's character dies. The person sitting next to me turns to me and says, "Oh, he died like in Breaking Bad," and I just looked at him.
Man,
what?
Yeah.
I was so angry.
That would completely ruin the whole thing.
I get. Yeah, so I was on season 1. I was on season 1. I just started, and I can't go back now. I can't go back and watch it. I'm so mad.
You could watch Breaking Saul, man. Not Breaking Saul. Better Call Saul.
Is that the spinoff?
It's a spinoff. Yeah, it's about since you've never got around. It's about Walter White's lawyer.
Oh, okay.
And how he became better. How he became Saul Goodman in a sense.
Okay. How much of the actual show? How much of Breaking Bad do I need to know to get to understand everything from that?
So you actually don't need to know Breaking Bad, but there is a couple characters that are in Breaking Bad that are introduced in Better Call Saul. So
I never watched Better Call Saul.
yeah, so if you were to watch Breaking Bad and you're like, oh, okay, I know this guy and stuff like that. So there are some connection into it.
Okay.
It's I never watched Better Call Saul. I just feel like spin-offs, they very rarely do they enhance the main product, and more often than not they dilute it. So I never cared to watch it. I did watch El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie sequel. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend you take a gander into Better Call Saul. It's surprisingly it's by the same writers, I think.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Gilman, or I think his name is the guy who wrote Vincent Gallagher, something Vincent. So he's still writing the show for Better Call Saul, and it's really well, man. I really enjoy it.
Okay. Nice.
That being said, we do have a jam-packed show, so
I guess we'll move on. I do want to kind of go back on them childhood crushes, but we'll keep on. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we probably have a whole show about our favorite child.
All right, we haven't gotten to like the animated crushes yet. I had like a list. I had a list ready for this. Like, let's go. But all right. Anyway.
I mean, we could talk about the animated crushes since it will lead to our next topic. But I can't say I had too many anime crushes, man. To be honest.
I had the biggest crush on May from Pokemon.
May from Pokemon.
From the anime. She
Okay.
was when they went to Hoenn region. The Hoenn no Ruby and Sapphire. The Hoenn region. I had the biggest crush on May. Her whole color scheme is like red and black as well, so that's like my motif. So it worked out. It's like,
if I had an anime crush, it would not be Japanese anime. It would be animation, American animation from Family Guy. Peter Griffin's wife.
Lois. So she had a MILF thing as well.
I couldn't get past Lois's nose. I couldn't.
That reminds me
of a certain car.
I couldn't get past her nose. But, Lois is a good one. Let's see. I guess if we go to American animation, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, because I didn't watch too many animes when I was younger, so I don't have a lot of. The one that I can maybe say for definite would be from Yu-Gi-Oh! Taya. Like that's
Taya? I thought you were more of a My Girl. She was one who played Harpies. She had like a very revealing top, like blonde hair.
I don't like blondes, to be honest. They're not my
anything.
Alvin's a brunette kind of guy.
Okay.
He's a brunette kind of guy.
I don't want to say, or I don't want to put myself in too much trouble, but I'm more attractive to brunettes. Is what
his future wife's gonna be blonde, and she's gonna come back and find this one clip.
Oh my god, that'd be great! On the wedding day, I will personally clip this. I will make this clip and post it and play it on your wedding day, just for laughs.
Just be like, this is how special this woman is.
she made a transition completely from brunettes to blondes.
Man,
no, I had a crush on. I had a bit of a crush on Taya as well. Just, again, more of that like nice girl mentality.
I found her grating. I found her annoying.
Grating, yeah. Fair.
That was my.
Yeah, you're my girl. Oh, fair. That's fair.
My guy.
My guy.
So based on that, like I didn't watch any other. I can't think of any Japanese animation that made it over to. Because I used to just watch the Fox. You know how you wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Turn on Fox 29 or whatever the channel was called at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And just like sit there and just watch cartoons all day. And the only thing that was consistent there was just Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. They didn't really have anything else.
Speaking of it, Anna from Shaman King.
I'm not sure that one.
She's like kind of like the crazy super, like the crazy housewife. But I thought she was great.
Oh, that brings back memories. Shaman King was awesome, dude.
Oh, but speaking of Shaman King, off tangent, Shaman King anime is coming back.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's getting a remake.
I need to I need to read the original. I totally forgot about this.
I love Shaman King. I've read the entire manga series. I can't wait for this anime.
Dude, I
never watched it.
You brought back some nostalgia, man. I'm really gonna go back and like completely read the whole manga, man.
Oh man, Shamankin's great. Let's see.
Anybody from Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan Adventures. What?
Find the medallions. You have to find the
Yeah,
six
the thousands. Yeah, the thousands.
talisman.
I don't think there's anyone in Jackie Chan Adventures I like really stuck
Yeah,
on to.
Me neither. I don't think there was too many women in that show.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it mostly was focused on Jackie Chan and that little girl that like
yeah, his niece.
Yeah, I think it was his niece. Yeah.
Free. Digimon post time skip. Kari.
Kari. Is Kari the little girl?
Yeah, little girl. I mean, when she got older, obviously.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, she developed like more of a feisty attitude, which clicked with me.
Digimon. Speaking of Digimon, since we're on that topic, should Mr. Horror introduce this topic?
Yeah. Since we're already on Digimon.
All right. So since we're on the topic, there was a Digimon TCG. So it was a trading card game in Japan that was recently announced, and this week they just announced that it's officially coming to the United States. So I am very excited. It looks very promising, from what I've seen, and there's supposed to be like a pre-sale event in November. So the card game comes officially in 2021, but there's like a pre-release in select locations in November. So I'm trying to go.
Okay.
Where is it? Is it here in what city in the United States?
They haven't really announced locations, but I think it'll be along the lines of how Yu-Gi-Oh does the Lost promotion arts.
Yeah, like OTS stuff. Yeah. So Alternate Universe probably will pick that up most likely. They pick up everything else, so I can't imagine they wouldn't. Anyway, so what's the gameplay like? Is it like a quick pace like Yu-Gi-Oh, or is it like a resource system like Magic?
So it's really interesting. It's like, think of it as a resource on a line, and as you do things, that resource goes down, and if you do things that take up a lot of resources, it gives your opponent resources to use. So if you summon like a big boy, it might give your opponent like 8 points to use.
Oh, interesting. So it punishes you for overextending.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
that is literally the opposite of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Literally.
I watched a little brief of like a gameplay introduction. I got like a little bit of a Pokemon vibe, where in the sense that you had like these prize cards on the sides, and I think they said that you would like go down, and if you lose all 5, you won the game or something, or if you attack directly, you won the game.
What was that game? It was another card game when we were younger. With the kid with the dragons.
Bakugan?
Kids with the dragon.
No, it was a card game. Duel Masters?
Might be Duel Masters. I think I already do. I never played it though. But
Duel Masters, no, I don't.
Yeah, it was Duel Masters. So in Duel Masters, the way to win was each of you had like 5 cards in front of you as a barrier. So you had to attack the cards in order to attack your opponent for game. So it's a similar idea to that to win in Digimon.
Okay. Interesting.
I'll try. I mean, I'll give it a try. If it's not too super expensive and the cards are not overwhelming.
Yeah. Speaking of other card games, I know not 2 weeks ago, you guys dabbled in modern Pokemon TCG. How's that? I've never actually really took any effort into it.
Drawing means nothing in that game. Literally. Literally.
Dude.
Drawing in that game does not equate to drawing in other card games. Can we say that?
Yes, but the thing is that drawing does get you to the guy dropped he had 1 card in his hand and was able to draw 7, man. Come on.
Jesus Christ, that's insane.
Exactly. Think of it in the context of Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Like, there's no way you should be able to do that. So that's why the card economy is not as punishing as in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Only Yu-Gi-Oh really has that big of a card economy issue. Because Magic is all resource, so you need your lands. Obviously, if you don't have your lands, doesn't matter if you have 10 cards in your hand. If you don't have lands, you can't play crap.
That's kind of Pokemon was. You could only incorporate 1 energy per turn into your Pokemon. And then you only were allowed to play one, I think, trainer card, he said. Or support trainer. What was it? Support
one trainer and any amount of support cards is how it goes. So trainer cards are like the ones that like say like draw 7 or shit like that.
Yeah, so you are a little bit more restricted. So you could have 20 cards in your hand, but you could only play like one energy out of, like, let's say you have 5 in your hand, and you could only play one of your one of your trainers if you had a couple more. But the ability to draw, when you draw 7 from just discarding one, I think was super broken, because he was able to get to his other cards that were able to like kick my ass. So
okay, definitely.
You lost on misplays.
I did.
I lost because I didn't open more than one basic Pokemon.
Interesting.
But,
did you both use the same deck?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he used a different deck.
He used a different deck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm willing to get into the Pokemon TCG. Digimon might be interesting. I'll have to see how that plays out.
I'm gonna get a structured deck and play our boy Joe. Joe, if you listen, I'm coming for those cheeks.
I would maybe buy a structured deck, but I wouldn't get too into it. I feel like it's way too late to get into like Pokemon, in the sense that there's so much new things. Mega Evolution, Gigamax Evolution.
That's a good point.
Are Z moves a thing in the TCG now?
I don't know if they have Z moves, exactly what you mentioned. I don't know if that's incorporated into like the card game.
It's not in the same fashion. But think of it this way: what's more complicated, that or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Probably Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's be honest here. we have like
Yu-Gi-Oh's mechanics are more complex.
We have like 5 different special summoning techniques. From the extra deck, not including from the main deck, from the graveyard, from the banish pile. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. I'll join in probably the structure deck games. I'm not sure if I'll toss as much money as I've been tossing into Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's impossible. Plus,
Magic. Depending on the format I'm playing Magic,
Pokemon cards are cheaper.
Yeah, Pokemon cards are cheaper, yeah. But what if I want max rarity though?
It kind of fulfills a childhood want to be a Pokemon trainer in a sense.
That's why I have the video games.
Yes, but it doesn't do the same.
It does the same for me.
Exactly. You would catch them all.
Look, if I really wanted if I wanted a true experience of a Pokemon trainer, I go and play Pokemon Go. Which I did do for a month. I was out. I got really dark skinned. I was just gone.
That was a couple of summers with me and Al hit downtown for that too.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Remember the time he walked it into the middle of the fucking the road? He walked into the middle of what is that? Kelly Drive?
Did I?
Yes, you did. You walked down to the middle of Kelly Drive.
Did you catch something?
For a gym, man. I remember.
Oh man.
That's because I was in the yellow team and that fucking everything was dominated by Team Red. I had to seize every opportunity I could come across.
Dude, I spent full weekends just chilling at Penn's Landing just to catch Magikarps, just so I can evolve and get a Gyarados. I was there for hours and
Remember being there late night? We're like, yo, you going down to the pier and catch some Magikarp? Set some lures, just stand there.
Dude, I drove an hour out to some random park because that's where Charmanders was spawning. I was gone. Dude, look, if they didn't mess up the game, I don't think I would have a job right now. I'd be gone. I would literally be playing Pokemon Go 24/7.
Hey, there's people that make it a job. Yeah,
that's true. I would be one of those guys.
You could have grabbed the camera and just recorded yourself as you go along.
Oh,
this one guy, I think his username is like trainer or Pokemon trainer or something like that. He started like his first video and now he's got like 1 million subs, man. Just he constantly posts his episode about playing Pokemon Go.
That's amazing.
Till this day.
That is amazing. Maybe I should have. Who knows? For all I know, he's probably making more income than I am.
Possibility.
So I got a question for you guys because this came up recently. So I watch wrestling. I dabble in wrestling more than dabble, and so the main wrestling company in the United States, WWE, recently put out a new law restriction. I don't know how you call it, contractual obligation, something like that, something along the lines that basically their wrestlers who are under contract with them are not allowed to, long story short, have Twitch accounts and YouTube accounts where they can like stream and bring in revenue. Yeah.
No, what? Why? Yeah. Are they Are they arguing that their likeness is their intellectual property?
Yeah, they own the rights to the names, mainly to the names, both their stage names and their real names. Which I didn't know. I know they.
I don't think that is that illegal.
It's weird.
I feel like it's not legal. I mean, okay, their stage name, yeah,
for performing purposes.
Yeah,
it's a thing.
I think it's absolutely stupid.
But anyway, so how would you feel if you let's say you did make something off of streaming or whatnot, and your job came along and said, "Listen, you can't do that." As long as it's not degenerate, like it's not like something like
OnlyFans.
Exactly, it's not like an OnlyFans account.
I would go to law. I would go to court for this. Like, okay, well, like what I do on my, what I do on your time, my 40 hours a week or whatever I owe you. Okay, that's what I do there. Outside of that time, I'm my own person. I should be able to do whatever I want.
You're a professor. You represent the school.
Okay, also I'm not doing something degenerate, obviously. Like if I'm playing video games on Twitch.
You play devil's advocate.
I think it
is ridiculous. I completely agree, but I figured I'd throw it out there.
Okay, now if I was on Twitch wearing like, I don't know, on the extreme level, blackface or a KKK hoodie, then yeah, I think I'd get fired. I'm pretty sure I would get fired immediately. But if I'm just playing video games for my entertainment, for entertainment of fans, and I happen to get donations from it, I don't think it should be an issue.
I mean, in the sense that if you were making a lot more money in the streaming aspect as opposed to your regular job, I would be like, whatever, I don't screw my job. I'm making a ton of money here. What's the point of having to do both? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's also a good way to approach it.
Yeah,
as well.
But 2 incomes is better than 1.
Yeah, but in that sense, you have the ability to like sponsorships, man. Especially if you have like a million subs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also the fact that you're kind of doing what you love for a living. Not saying that you're not mean as like a teacher, for example. I'm not saying that's not your passion, but if playing games brings you joy, then
so makes sense. I would rather fall upon the. I'm pretty sure I would be more entertained. Like I'm trying to become a doctor, but I'm gonna have a doctor title. I'm gonna be a pharmacist. We're still considered a doctor, whatever. But anyways, besides the point, if I was making a ton of money just playing video games, and I became really popular, I would definitely continue playing video games every single day.
Oh yeah. Okay. If it was an ultimatum of I either quit my streaming job or my teaching profession. If the streaming job was making enough money, then yeah, I'll do streaming. And those 40 hours of 50 hours I'm spending on my teaching, I could use it to better the streaming. Stream more.
It takes some balls though to like give up your guaranteed livelihood for.
A lot of YouTubers did that. Actually.
It does, but it still takes balls, man.
No,
you have to be willing to take that jump.
See, it's less of a jump for me because I'm single. I don't have a family. I don't have anyone to support. Now, if I have a kids, a wife, then I'd be a little.
Have their own place. You can't pay your rent.
Yeah,
it would definitely be a little bit more difficult if you had family to support as opposed to not having any. That's for sure. But you can't like. Those people that did those and took that risk, they could be like they're probably super famous right now or like making a like crazy amount of money. Sometimes
there's some that didn't make it. There's also the other side of the coin too.
Hey, listen, you didn't make it. Whatever, you tried. You put yourself out there.
You're right.
Yeah,
you put yourself out there. You gave it all you can.
It still takes some courage, man.
Yeah, you should be proud in the sense that listen, I tried something, it didn't work out. Whatever. Everything was great in the sense that me and my buddy, we started a business. We started a hookah business. It was going fantastic. Everything was great. It picked up. In the beginning, we were like, "Oh crap, man, this is not going anywhere. We don't see anything in the future." But then eventually, it started getting better every day, every week, better and better and better, to the point where in one night, me and him made like $400 a piece. in like a 4-hour time frame that we were there. However, we had a third party who kind of didn't like what we were doing or whatever the situation was, and kind of threw our business down the drain. But at least we tried. I put myself out there. I know I could do it. It wasn't successful. It might have been had the third party not got involved. But we tried. We tried. We gave it a whirl, and that brings joy to me. You know what I mean? Even though it didn't lead anywhere.
Yeah, I agree with that. Honestly, it's a shame that went down under so hard.
Yeah,
yeah, you had a good charisma for business, for entrepreneurship. I think it would have been really successful.
Yeah, for our listeners, Al has that knack, man. He could have made it work.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, and it was so disappointing, in the sense that even after we closed up shop, I was still getting phone calls like 2 weeks later, a month later, be like, "Hey, you guys are open? You're taking reservations?"
Oh, no!
I was like, "No, business closed."
That's so bad. I mean, every time I'm trying it again.
I would, but it's such a diluted
space
at the moment that you have to be extraordinary, I guess you say. Extraordinary, sorry. And you have to have a lot of money so you can be extraordinary.
Yeah.
You have to stand out somehow.
Are hookah things even? I know they were like super big when you opened it up. Are they big now? I don't go out, period. So I don't know.
I think it's still big in like the college areas.
Oh, okay.
People still do it, but a lot of people have transitioned to like buying their own hookah and like kind of doing it at home.
Okay.
We have one in the house, for example.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It gets used, but still.
Yeah, it might not have been a long business adventure in the same, but had everything transition slowly and proceeded further and further and further.
Yeah.
We might have tweaked it around or done something different because you have to stay innovative for a business to thrive and succeed. You know what I mean? Like Apple, for example. Not Apple, I'm sorry. Amazon, for example. They did books. And the dude took a risk and then decided to sell other stuff. And now look where Amazon is.
And now his shares are 3,000 a pop.
Exactly. So innovation is key.
That is.
So
all right. So we are at the halfway point, and we haven't really touched on the big topics yet. So as much as I enjoy our tangents, it is Sunday. That means manga did come out. So we'll just kind of get through these quickly. And try to get through some of our bigger topics. All right, so the big boy of every week, One Piece, is off break. It has returned, and this week's chapter was, I guess, I don't know. It was like super. I'm not gonna overhype it. Super. I mean, it was super in one sense, yes. It was a hype chapter. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It was a hype chapter.
It was a hype chapter. It was. But there were some really amazing points in there. To see Frankie tell Nami, hey, listen, you want to make our captain the captain of the world or whatever, the Pirate King?
Yeah.
We got to take down Big Mom. We can't freaking surrender.
Yeah.
So it gave this feeling that they could take down anybody now. They're finally like a team and have the ability to like face danger head on and without any regrets, I guess.
Yeah, I'm really liking that new mentality. Yeah, it's like everyone, because for the longest time, well, I think it's because we've been hanging out with Nami, Chopper, and Usopp for so long. Like we've been seeing the Scaredy Cat trio, and screaming like, "Oh my God, it's an Emperor! Oh my God, it's Shishibukai," or whatever. But for once, we see someone who's not in the monster trio, but standing up to a Yonko, realizing, look, we want Luffy to be Pirate King. We can't be scared of these guys anymore.
We did also see Brook during Whole Cake arc.
That's true, Brook. Okay, Whole Cake. Oh my God, Brook was like MVP for Whole Cake. Let's be honest.
He was the MVP in that chapter, in that arc. But it was really inspirational, man. Like Frankie inspired everybody. These chicken shit in the in the group to like man the hell up.
Yeah. I'm really liking Jinbei's and Robin's interactions too. Like they had a whole little plan of tossing Big Mom and just rolling her out. So we got a lot of good interactions we haven't seen in
They're the
in
mature
a while.
ones.
Yeah, they
They're
are
the
the mature ones. Yeah.
in the crew, man.
Yeah. So the mature trio, I guess. Robin, well, true quartet. Yeah. Because so the quartet, Brooke, Robin,
I would not
Frankie.
say Brooke and Frankie are mature.
I mean, the old quartet then, or the elderly quartet, whatever you want to call them. It was very much their chapter this time around. It's like they had really good moments to shine, and we haven't seen that in a while, so it's very nice.
Yeah. You had Luffy trying to climb up the ladder in a sense. First floor, second floor, and then you got Zoro popping out of nowhere. He's like, Luffy, where are you going? He's like, I'm coming with you.
I find it hilarious that they ignore one of Kaido's commanders. Queen is just right there. You're like, whatever.
Like it doesn't matter.
But Queen. It's so weird how it's Queen, but I think it's a male.
Yeah, it's male. It's male.
So Queen showed, his dominance, I guess you could say, and then turned into. Are they all dinosaurs, man?
Yeah, they're all dinosaurs. Yeah, they all have zone fruits.
Zone.
Yeah, speaking of the commanders, did anyone notice King is on fire?
He's always on fire.
Is he always on fire? Is he always on fire?
Yeah, he's always on fire.
Sure?
Yeah.
I thought that was really? I don't remember him being on fire in the other chapters.
Yeah.
That's why it leads me to believe that he's gonna fight Sanji with his fire feet. Fire on fire.
Yeah, like, I assume the fire was from Sanji. I like Sanji give him a nice, off-screen, somewhat decent fight. Obviously he didn't win it, but
no, the first time he appeared in his own form, his back was on fire like that too.
Really? I'm curious. Did because you guys saw how Sanji came up in the
oh, you're right. You're right. He is on fire.
So did his armor get destroyed? And that
I think he turned it off. I think he turned it off.
Yeah.
He turned it off.
Yeah.
For the record, that's the first spread with all of them, including Jinbei.
No. This is the first spread of all the Straw Hats since Fishman Island. That's how long ago it's been since we've seen everyone together for battle.
They haven't been together for a while. They've all kind of been doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And that was a very and then you got Frankie in the background. Looking husky as hell with his tank.
Oh my god.
Frankie.
Shogun Frankie. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. Quick question. What do you guys think of the numbers designs?
They're a little weird. They're a little weird, but I think that was the point. They're imperfect ores clones. Well, zones, whatever.
Giants, ancient giants. They're imperfect giant clones.
I find it funny that Frankie did one-shot one. I'm not sure if that's a testament of how strong they've gotten or how weak they are. Because for zombie ores, it took 8 Straw Hats to take. Well, no, it took 8 Straw Hats to get to kind of win the fight, and then Luffy had to finish it off. Now it's now they have ores in imperfect zones, but Frankie just one-shots with a laser. It's
I'm curious. Does Frankie still use Coca-Cola to power up? I haven't seen him drink cola in a while.
Frankie, we haven't seen him fight seriously in a while either.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I think he's upgraded. I think he still uses Coke, but it's not as a necessary thing. He doesn't have to keep replacing 3 bottles every freaking big move.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I haven't. I mean, you're right. You're right, Jorge. That in the sense that we haven't seen him fight. But I was just curious whether or not he still has the Coca-Cola aspect in the sense that he's got to refuel his body.
I don't think he has to refuel anymore. I think that was an improvement he made on himself.
Okay, well, in a 2-year time frame that he time skip.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, again, very hype chapter. Can't wait to see what's going on next week. At least, do we have next week?
Yes, we do.
Yes. All right.
Yes. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, there's no break next week, so
all right, cool.
Excited about that.
Unfortunately, there is a break for My Hero.
And it's getting so good right now.
My Hero is such a good this week was such a good chapter. A lot of hype, a lot of actions, good times. Still waiting on our boy Dr. Al to catch up.
Have you read anything, Al?
No, man.
It's all right. You'll get there eventually.
I will get there eventually. But now that you mentioned Shaman King, I don't know how fast I'll get there.
Shaman King's so good. I
Because
love that
might
manga.
take a little detour and read that.
I own 9 volumes of the manga, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love that show. Oh man.
It was a really good show. Yeah. What about it? So on to
Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone. What do you guys think about?
Excuse me.
Interesting. Definitely interesting. Our first aerial battle.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Aerial fights in the prehistoric
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. I love that Senku has a fake machine gun just to bluff it.
You got it, man.
That's great.
He's like, listen, we can't go out there empty-handed in the sense that he's gonna like just plow us down.
Yeah. The air mechanics is kind of went over my head a little bit. Maybe it was just poor reading comprehension on my part. I had trouble understanding how the air battles was going. Like it was like a lot of flips and how he made it like emergency brake in the air, and it was like, what?
It's when you bring the flaps down.
Yeah, okay.
And then it like obviously the wind catches you. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty straightforward on my end.
The moves and everything looping around and all that scenes and the drawing was pretty awesome. But like the whole like fighting in air, I have no idea. I've not watched any simulations or anything on YouTube that simulates like aerial fight or aerial battle or any sense in like the claim that I'm an expert. I have no idea any whatsoever.
Maybe we should all play a flight simulator to be experts.
To be anywhere near like get any input on any input in that sense of like what happened there.
Again, I think it was a nice chapter. Good action. I don't know, just everything kind of paled in comparison to My Hero right now. My Hero was just that good this week. So it's like, okay, so I mean, it was nice. We're seeing. I'm not sure who. I'm curious. I don't think they're gonna win the fight. If they do, I don't think it's due to the gun. Like the one like the makeshift revolver musket, Magnum. There you go. Whatever they had. And I saw on Reddit actually. They're based on physics, that gun probably won't do much in the air because the bullets are round, so they're not like our standard modern bullets. Yeah. So that means less aerodynamic. They're already flying like forward, so that gun might not do crap. Well, I mean, we'll see how they might upgrade the gun, or it could be like a science thing, or it might just be a plot hole. Who knows?
They have a genius in Senku, so we'll see what we'll see what he comes up with. I was going to mention that that was a good call on your part when we were talking about time paradox, or what was it called that you mentioned like in episode. No, it's like chapter.
Yeah, I called it was gonna be axed.
Yeah, like chapter that you felt that it was rushed.
Yeah,
and it ended like on chapter 14.
Yeah,
but I was reading a little article. I didn't post it, but it said how like this was a very unique try in this Arthur sense that come up with a something that hasn't been done. How like plagiarizing and come up with an interesting story. So it might break. It might lead to more
innovative,
like weird stories. You know what I mean? Like how like plagiarizing and all that stuff like that. Like allowing to try something different. I guess I don't know.
No. Again, I like the concept. The biggest issue I had with it was it kept telling, not showing. So it kept hyping up this like the White Knight was supposed to be like amazing art, amazing story, but we never saw any of it. Like Bakuman. Every time they made a new series, we saw literal pages from those series. Like we saw pages from Crow, we saw pages from PCP, we saw pages from Detective Trap. Is it Trap? Isn't it?
I think it's Trap. I think it might be right. I'm not sure.
So that made it really, that made it more realistic for us because we're seeing it as they're seeing it. Here it's more like here we just see reactions of, oh my god, White Knight is so good, or oh my god, this manga is the best manga for humanity, or whatever crap. but we never.
yeah,
So it ruined the experience.
You're right. It was missing that. Yeah. But anyway, I was enjoying it. It was something new, something that had been done but hadn't been done.
Yeah.
You know, Bakuman did the writer of Bakuman did come up with that idea of like how how manganeers or whatever they're called.
Yeah, like kind of like a behind the scenes manga.
Yeah, exactly. Like how they live their life, what they do, the steps they go through, how they come up with stories, how they have other people write draw the background character. The background stuff. Yeah. So that they gave us an insight, like you said, a behind the scene. But this also tried something different, like in a sense that it wasn't his actual work, but he was trying to, and he was conflicted with that internally. Like, do I need to, like, I know I'm plagiarizing, but it's so good that it has to be, like, the world has to see it or something,
Yeah, no, I agree. Again, I had when you introduced it, I had a lot of hope for it because I love those behind the scene mangas. Like I love Bakuman. Bakuman taught me so much about the manga industry and how how overworked they are, what they have to do, and stuff like that. So seeing a resurgence of that type of genre was really cool. Unfortunately, it just didn't stick.
So another cool introduction. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go again. Sorry.
I say it just could have been too meta to kid.
Think,
like, you know what I mean?
I don't think it was too meta. I think it was just more. It was poor storytelling. I hope the artist gets new work out. The art was always really, really good. Hey, yeah. Sorry, Al. What was that?
I was gonna say something new that was there. The Bleach writer. His manga. Have you read it before? I know me and Dave have, and we're kind of up to date.
Burn the Witch.
Burn the Witch. I have not. No. How are you guys feeling about it? It's supposed to be a short series.
Yeah, it's only 4 chapters. Chapter 3 came out today. I read chapters 1 and 2. There's a weird. I don't know. Just the world is interesting, but at the same time, it's almost too much. Like the first chapter, you're introduced to like 12 different characters, something like that. Like you're introduced to the 2 main girls, the one guy they're saving, and then like the council or whatever of the witches and wizards, and there's like a bunch of them. I'm like, what the hell is going? And
it's like too much going on, and I'm like, what the hell am I?
Yeah, it's too much.
Like it might have been I might have liked it more had it been longer, maybe than 4 chapters. Maybe he's trying to, like you said when you first brought us on the idea that the Bleach writer is trying a new manga, and you said maybe he's running out of money, so that's why he's doing it. I feel like he definitely is running out of money, and it was like, hey, I gotta throw something together. Here's 4 chapters.
So, Burn the Witch is actually gonna be a movie.
It's gonna be a movie.
It's gonna be a movie or an anime. Anime or movie? Let me see.
I think it's an anime.
I don't know. Not Air Jets. I'm okay. Well, I mean, they have actors. I'm not sure if this. Yeah, I can't tell if there's a movie or anime. Either way, it's getting animated. So I guess I'm assuming Burn the Witch, like the manga, was just supposed to be like a tie-in or maybe like a prologue. I guess.
Oh, okay. It's
so maybe, but I still feel like it's not well written, or it's too much. Again, like in the first chapter, you're introduced to so much. I got overwhelmed.
So you think it's just going to be purely just animated? Like there's no.
I think so. I think it's going to be a movie.
So I'll throw this out. Have you guys watched Fate Zero? Are you familiar with Fate Zero?
I've seen both. Well, I haven't seen the movies. I haven't seen Heaven's Feel yet, but I've seen the other 2.
I don't care about any of the other Fates. Fate Zero is
okay. Fate Zero,
the only good one. Fate Zero is the only good one.
What? Fate Zero is amazing.
Don't at me. Oh, it's not that good. The characters are grating. Let's be honest. Those characters are super annoying.
I really liked it.
The characters were annoying.
I really liked it.
Gilgamesh is the best character in that season. It's not even close.
Says the hardcore Joker fan.
I'm not a hardcore Joker fan, but that's not the point. Anyway, so at the very first episode of Phase Zero is a 45-minute info dump. Very much akin to the scrolls at the beginning of the Star Wars movies. So I wonder, maybe, like I said, I haven't read any of the new chapters. I just read the one shot that came out initially. If That's what he was going for. He wanted to do the info dump at the beginning so that he could get that out of the way to tell the story clearly.
Maybe. I don't know. I just
Like I said, because I remember that first chapter of Phase Zero, and it was a lot of info to take in. But then the anime itself, that season is amazing.
Wait, you didn't like Fate's / Day Night? I'm just looking up the. I think
yeah, Fate Stay Night. Yeah,
It was mediocre.
Day Night was awesome,
I loved
dude.
it. I loved it.
Dude, I love that freaking Fate Zero, whatever the hell they're.
Yeah, Fate Zero,
Fate
Fate Stay
was
Night.
good.
Unlimited Blade Works is the best freaking thing. Just unlimited budget. It's so good. Look, I love all.
Good
Look,
animation, but the characters are so annoying.
I like the characters. I mean, you also understand that this is one part of a story because Fate Stay Night, it was based off a visual novel, so that had 3 different main routes. So the original Fate Stay Nights anime, which was like way like over a decade ago, that was one route. Unlimited Blade Works is another route, and then Heaven's Feel is the third route. So all same characters, but alternate universes depending on the decisions of the player of the game.
Really? Dude,
Yeah.
I feel like. Oh yeah, okay. I do see that. Yeah, dude. Fate Zero is so complicated to like try to keep up.
Fate Zero was the best Fate series, man.
I don't know.
I mean, like in the series, the Fate series, dude, it's so complicated. I didn't even.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think they're different enough to. I can't compare them. They're too different.
I like the idea of the Fate story, but I just can't. There's too many different seasons, too many different formats to consume it, so it never feels like you get the full story. It's very much akin to Kingdom Hearts, except it's a little bit easier on Kingdom Hearts. I'm not saying a lot.
I think it's what? No, getting everything for Kingdom Hearts is definitely not easy.
Back in the day, you had to play on PlayStation, cell phone, not even like Android or iPhone.
Game Boy Advance, PSP.
You see my point?
I know. Getting into Fate is definitely easier than getting to Kingdom Hearts. Speaking as the Kingdom Hearts fanboy here.
Kingdom Hearts is very complex to keep up, man.
It really is.
The whole thing of like the whole thing of I forgot why am I blanking on the main character?
Xehanort?
No.
Zora.
You know, Zora's soul is into like 3-4 different bodies. It's like
and Fate Zero and Fate series is more complicated than that album.
No, I think that's just poor. I think that's poor comprehension on your part.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Maybe I'm just shitting on it a little bit because I just did not care for Unlimited Blade Works as much as
I love
Unlimited Blade Works was really good, man.
I love
it was not that good.
That was great. No. You bring a lot of hate on this episode. And
I'll take it.
I'm gonna direct it all to you, man. I love that series. I love that season.
Plot twist. Everyone's like, no, yeah, Unlimited Blade Works was boring. It was boring. The animation was great, but the story was boring.
I loved it. It was great. It was a very different beast.
I need to watch the other ones that you said that they're the same characters, just different takes depending on. I need to go rewatch the other ones.
Did you watch Zero, Albin?
I watched Fate Zero. Yeah. I agree. Fate Zero was good. Gilgamesh was really good, but other than that, I didn't find anything really over the top with that.
Like I liked Fate Zero for the goriness of it. It was Fate Zero was
dark.
Very dark, very gory. It was written by Gen Orobochi, the butcher, as the fandom has liked to call him. He does some very dark, gory writing, and it worked great with Fate Zero. Fate's Unlimited Blade Works was more comedy based. I mean, it's still gory, but you saw more more comedic elements, more school teenager-esque stuff.
And Fate Zero had better characters, man.
I think you're just
Ryder. Fate Zero.
I think you're just
okay. Well, that's Ryder.
Ryder. Caster was a psychopath.
Dude,
and to this day, I use that guy as an antithesis to my best friend.
Just saying Archer. Just Archer wins. But yeah, sorry, Al.
Unlimited Blade Works right there? He sucks.
You're just being biased because you you mentioned that Gilgamesh was going to be your anime when we had our episode, our icebreaker on name your 4 Mount Rushmore anime characters.
Oh yeah, you put Gilgamesh up there.
And you brought Gilgamesh up there, so I think you're just being biased because
I think you're just biased that Gilgamesh.
He's in both seasons. First of all.
No. I think you're just biased that Gilgamesh died in Unlimited Blade Works.
Rather poorly. Archer's not that good.
No.
Archer's not that good.
Look, it made sense. I think it was great. Anyway, so we've jumped on like 10 different tangents in this
Before we
podcast.
continue, just one last point on the Fate Zero. You guys
drop it.
No, this is funny.
All right,
so
let's hear it.
You know Caster, the
which one?
From Fate Zero, Caster from Fate Zero.
Okay.
So do me a favor real quick, guys. Just pull up an image just so you can picture it.
Oh God.
So my dear friend who lives with me wants a pug.
Okay. Oh, are you saying he looks like a pug?
Yes, I told him the pugs are it looks just like Caster. He said, no, it doesn't. I pulled up a picture of a pug. I pulled up a picture of Caster, and he just quieted down because it's just true, man.
Pugs are cute.
I'll get hate for the pug comment. I'll probably get hate for that.
Yeah. Oh God, you're getting a lot of hate. You're getting a lot of hate today. I like Caster from Say Night. Well, 1, she was hot. 2, she actually had a pretty interesting thing with the teacher.
Caster from Zero was a psychopath, and the fact that I can
you just fetish I think that's your kink. Your kink is just like the psycho characters, man.
They're more interesting.
We found your kink. Anyway, oh God,
so
we're running out of time. All right, so that was.
Like I mentioned in the beginning, we had a jam-packed show.
We did. All right, so that is it for manga news. Do you want to do a small D&D recap from yesterday's session, or want to just move on?
We can leave it for now. We can always wrap it in the next one. Long story short, we fought something we shouldn't have to have, and we almost lost a party member because of it.
God, no, I was gonna mention. So early on, I made you guys roll a Constitution check, saving throw. Yeah, saving throw. So the point was that that creature was gonna learn your deepest, darkest secrets, which I already know because I know your backstories. So there was gonna be. So he was supposed to plot hook you guys into some more your backstory stuff, and depending on who failed the check, I was like, okay, so I know who side quest to come up with, and then y'all murdered him. So I was like, all right.
So I failed the Constitution.
So I knew your character's backstory. So he knew your character backstory. He knew Valkyrie's.
Yeah.
So so it was gonna. So if you talked to him, he would have had like information, or he would have brought it up mid conversation or something.
Damn.
But then y'all just murdered him. I was like, well, all right, back to the drawing board, I guess.
God damn it, Arrow.
Points for creativity.
Arrow, Ara, whatever his name is. God damn it.
I was like, oh man, this is been great. I was like, these guys are gonna get super excited. Because that's what I did. That's when you guys walked by the pillar and he was on top of it. Like I kept him out of range, so no one will attack you. So I was like, all right, no one's gonna attack him. He's sitting here trying to talk to you. I mean, in broken ass English, but I assume it was gonna go a certain way.
That's why I was like, with the whole battle, I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna fight this guy?
You weren't supposed to fight him.
The fog was a good idea though to bring him down.
But the moment Era showed aggression, it was like, well, this whole plan is over. All right, well, I guess I'll think of another plot hook one day.
That's all right. We'll see.
Man, I had so much shit. I was so prepared, and then just gone.
All gone.
I was so mad.
You should have knew better.
I was so mad.
What's the motto for the party? Swing first, ask questions later.
Oh my god! Era is a certified bully. How many times has he tried to intimidate someone?
He's like 3 feet tall, man.
4 feet, five, I think.
It's all right.
Tiny little bird brain, intelligent character mod. Yeah, I'm gonna start making him roll intelligence checks every time he makes a plan. Just so like divine intervention. Like, on second thought, you realize, wait, this might be a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't do it. You'll start making. I might actually implement that just because he's not playing it. He's not playing his character intelligently. What's it? 15 wisdom or no? 15 intelligence or something? Is that? My God, I was so angry. It's like
my monk is buff, man. My monk is buff.
No, your monk was definitely the MVP. But yeah, I was so angry when the fight started. I was like, God damn it! I was like, all right.
I need a ranged weapon, man. This is not gonna work.
You have javelins. You gave them away.
I'm so mad that we killed that guy. God damn it!
I had question: if I would have hit him with a javelin, would the javelin have fallen, or would he have stuck to him?
Depends on what you would have rolled. If you rolled a crit, you would have knocked him off. If anyone rolled a nat 20 on an attack on him, you would have knocked him off the pillar. But no one did. So, I mean, it was kind of funny watching you guys like trying to figure out how to kill this thing. Who's just like on top of a 20-foot pillar, it's like rope shenanigans and just throwing torches and rocks. I'm like,
basically.
Honestly, if Era had not come up with the fog idea, I'd have been like, "Yo, let's just run the hell out of here, man."
I was gonna say run, but then we got a down party member. I'm like, "Can I run up and grab him and run?" He's gonna strength text me, and if I fail, I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
that was literally. I was like, if we do this, I run up to grab him, fail the strength check. He's gonna come down and attack. Never kill him.
Oh my God. It was such a disaster. I'm like,
did you generally think you were gonna kill him?
Huh? Yeah, I actually did. I generally thought I was gonna kill him. I was like, after I took 2 death saving throws off him from that, I was like, all right. I looked at the turns. I'm like, all right, either someone heals him next, or he fails, or he fails his death saving throw. You already screwed.
Thank God I had my my ability to like dash.
You dash.
Yeah, you should have had him roll. We should have had him roll to see what he would have got.
No. Let's keep that in a mystery. Let's keep that mystery up there.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we are past the hour mark. Do you want? Actually, let's talk about these drones. I think these are actually pretty interesting. So Al showed us a little interesting news story. You wanna go over that?
That depends. I shared a lot of interesting story. Which one?
The Amazon. Yeah, the Amazon. Yeah, the Amazon one.
Yes. So in the article, Amazon finally, I think, got approval to be able to use drones to ship stuff.
Hey. So is it like a legit, like official, or?
I think based on the article, yeah, I think they're in like the final talks to make it work. Because I know Amazon have bought PillPack, and PillPack's whole idea behind it is to deliver your prescriptions via drones. So I mean, this might bring up ideas where like people might think, hey, those guys have some oxycodones there. Let's shoot these drones down so we can steal their meds.
Oh my God! I mean, I'm assuming that'll be pretty illegal.
Yeah,
it's like stealing a package.
Yeah. Let's see. The Federal Aviation Administration officially designated the e-commerce Colossus an air carrier on Monday, paving the way for Amazon to start testing its plans to drop off packages within 30 minutes. You know what? If this gets me my Yu-Gi-Oh cards faster or whatever, sure, I'm down.
Dude, Amazon's making some big moves, man.
Yeah. I know there were talks of this for a while. I think the plan was like if you wanted this, you would have to like put like a tarp down or something that like signified this is the landing zone, and then the drone would just drop on it and
drop on down there.
I'll put that right on my roof. I ain't trusting no one else with that.
How are you gonna get to the roof, man?
I have a way to get to my roof.
Oh, okay, yeah. I could not.
Really?
Yeah,
you have actually a flat space on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, your roof is flat.
Yeah, roof is flat. Well, half the roof is flat.
Yeah, I have a flat roof too, but I don't know how I get up there too.
My attic. For my attic, there's a window I can open, just climb out and just go there. I mean, I'm a bigger guy since the last time I've done it, but I think it's okay.
I have some questions like Dave. What the hell?
It's like, look, it's safe and it's effective. Anyway, so
actually, I could just get it to land in my backyard.
Yeah.
Be ready, our listeners and ourselves, to have your package delivered in like less than an hour time frame.
30 minutes. Yeah, I'm
Amazon
excited.
is trying to buy better like warehouses everywhere. I think they're trying to build a warehouse outside in like Bucks County here in Pennsylvania. So they're looking for land. They're looking for land down there. So I think they can build a warehouse company, like a big warehouse or whatever.
Okay. I know we have a warehouse close to us already. We our one other Yu-Gi-Oh buddy who never talks in our chat. He works for Amazon, so
I forgot about him.
Yeah, so he works for Amazon. So we definitely have one warehouse near us.
Yeah, but that's like way down South Philly though. Like,
is it? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I think it's like by the airport, like in that general facility.
Well, that makes sense why he worked there then.
Yeah, it's about half an hour, give or take, and we're kind of more in the
northeast
South Philly.
Yeah.
So this one's going to like Bucks County, so it's more like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting like an odd job for Amazon, just deliver packages on my free time.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's easy to do. I mean, I'm assuming Amazon benefits will be a thing, hopefully.
Possibly, yeah. They play well too. I think they started like 15 an hour.
That's not bad. I mean, for extra cash, I'll do it. I'll do Amazon packages. I'll do package delivering on like Sundays or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so then people could be upset why you're not here exactly on time. And then when they try to track their package, they're like, why is he not where it says he's supposed to be? Because we've all tracked the package like that. Don't say otherwise.
Oh, we all have, yeah. I mean,
it says, you know, when they tell you seven stops away, I'm like, and then it says, you're next.
It's like you like, if you're going somewhere, you're like, okay, I got to wait for this package now. Where the fuck are they? It's taking forever.
How do you wait? I mean, if I know it's coming, I'm like, okay, cool. What annoys me is when they just leave it on the doorstep, or they put it like in such an, I don't know, just like an unsecure way. That pisses me off. It's like, come on, guys. Like, you're lucky I live in a good neighborhood.
So it's weird because like it depends on the driver. Some of the drivers for me, they'll put it quote unquote under my mat, and it's like a big ass box under the freaking mat. Some of them will just leave it like right in front of the door if it's a bigger box, or they'll put it like behind my steps a little bit, which is kind of hidden.
Yeah, I prefer that. My favorite delivery guys are the ones who just put it behind my steps, so just like it's out of view for drive buyers. And if I'm coming on, just take a peek. Okay, they're cool.
Apparently, my buddy's father has a designated package drop-off box outside of his house.
Does it work?
Apparently.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, he told me that he texted him because he's on vacation and the last package that he received was not put in the box; it was put on the steps.
What? I'd be so angry. Like, I have an area for you. No,
it's like, this is the box for the thing. Put the thing in the box.
Oh my goodness. All right. That being said, do we want to cover anything else before?
Nah, we went way over our.
Yeah. I mean, look, if we want to have a longer podcast, I'm not against it. Might be an interesting day.
Hey, if it runs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta. If it's an interesting what's on here? Skydiving stuff. Pretty cool. But no, I was just not really a friend, but someone that I know. Looks like you went skydiving. Anyways, really dude. Skydiving is something I want to do, but I feel like I'd be scared shitless.
I couldn't do it. No, thank you.
I want to do it, but I'm afraid of heights.
Honestly, I'll take that back. I'll do skydiving. I won't do bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping definitely.
I have an irrational fear of that line snapping, or just the line too long, or I stretch too far and I face plant. No, thank you.
Either that or like
I don't like the idea of the recoil of like when you get to the bottom, it like whacks you back like that whiplash.
Yeah, no, thank you.
My leg
skydive,
pull my leg out.
Yeah, no, I will definitely skydive though. Skydive might be pretty interesting.
Can you imagine that you're just like going down bungee jumping and then poof, your leg pops out of the socket?
Oh my, yeah. I mean, our bodies aren't built to handle that type of crap.
Our bodies aren't meant to jump out of planes either. Yeah.
Here we are. That too. Here we are. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so we are about 10 minutes past our usual time, so I think it's time we call it. Thank you everyone for listening. I've been Mr. N. You can find me on Mr. David N on Instagram, Twitter, and pretty much it. Again, thank you guys for listening in for this random tangent podcast. I think I found the title.
Random Tangents Podcast, absolutely. And I'm your, again, what did Mr. N said. Thank you for joining. As always, it's always a pleasure. I love doing these podcasts and just sitting here with my buddies and with our viewers who have been faithful to us. Talk about random stuff and just have a good time. You can reach me on Paging Dr. Al on Instagram, and that's about it. That's the only place I'm in. That being said, I'll see you guys next week, I guess. Mr. Jorge, what do you guys say?
My name is Jorge. I don't have social media plugs still. But if you want to, at me with my terrible or accurate takes, please comment on the Donut Shop podcast on YouTube, episode 10.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We hit double digits today. Holy crap. I forgot.
Yeah, episode 10, boys. So comment if I am not for thinking Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work sucks, or if I'm incorrect.
If any hate mail, please direct them to the OG Donut Shop at gmail.com.
And we'll forward to
we will forward everything straight to Jorge.
I'll get it all. Fan mail for my hot takes as well. And listen to us on the Apple Podcast, Podbeans, Google Podcast, Spotify, download. We're pretty much everywhere, right?
Pretty much everywhere.
And
if not, we have an RSS feed. So yeah.
And what was the topic again?
Our icebreaker. Oh god, we went on so many tangents. I don't even remember. I asked about childhood crushes, and Dr. Al asked about what was it again?
TV show.
What is your favorite TV show / sitcom that you could always go back to, that you could constantly watch?
There we go. So
or any of the things that we talked about.
There you go. So you want to again respond to any of that, or to any of the hate that Jorge is dishing out because he is wrong and he has horrible taste. Email us at the OG Donut Shop at gmail.com.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, any last words are thank you for watching. Oh, and hi, Uncle, if you're listening to this episode.
Is that code?
No, he's not listening. So.
All
All right, anyway.
All right, guys. Take care.